Welcome everybody, welcome back to another episode of Torque Rebuilds. In this episode I'm going to be talking about the ERG valve, getting it deleted and taking off the clutch, the flywheel, and getting it on an engine stand. I have enough footage for the next video to go ahead and I'll go ahead and start editing it tonight. I can't get the word editing out. Editing it tonight and get it to come out in a couple of days of starting to tear down the motor. I have quite a bit of it tore down already. So we're gonna kind of get this kind of rolling and get everything going, finish tearing it down, and then I'll start showing you guys what I have for it and kind of the progress that we're making as we go. This is going to be a couple video series, but enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, any suggestions, anything like that. Just let me know. All right, guys. Well, I was going to move, I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen right now, but I was going to remove remove it and delete it. And like you guys saw in the previous video, I just removed the engine last weekend, kind of going through and deleting what I can, taking things off the motor, things like that. There are a couple of things that I can delete off of the, I believe it's the EGR. So these hoses sitting right here, these hoses back here, get rid of all of those. I've got to buy the kit for this, take these off of the plenum on both sides. I'm gonna try to get the engine on an engine stand and kind of give it a good fashion clean, but that'll be in a later video. Got a couple more videos scheduled for you guys before we get to the actual teardown. Two things, guys. So you have to remove these to get the hosing out for the valve that we're deleting. So I pulled these out. And I noticed, I don't know if you can see it because I am shooting this section with my iPhone, that this is part of your cooling hose is completely clogged with junk. So I'm glad that I just didn't put the engine together and try to just start it, because I would have burned the engine up and caused a whole bunch of damage. So this is clogged, but thankfully we're taking everything apart. But you have, once you unbolt this cooling line to get this valve out, you have I believe that's a 12 millimeter bolt, and then you have a 12 millimeter bolt here that it also removes that bolt out of there. And then this whole thing will come off once you unbolt them both. And then you can get this thing out, which is part of the delete. Now, me capping them off like you're supposed to, I am gonna cap my lines off. I am gonna buy the kit for it, and once I do it, I will link it down in the description, but I haven't ordered anything for it yet. I'm mainly trying to get a list of everything that we're gonna need. We are gonna end up cutting this here, and I'm gonna go get like a brake line cutter to get that taken care of so I don't crimp it or damage it, and then they sell the pieces for that, and then they sell the caps for these two. And it's not expensive. I actually looked it up this morning. I think it's like 20 bucks or something like that. All right, guys, so let me see if I can get this closer to... So we got all of the stuff out. All the thing is left is these coming out of the valve cover. So once we can get those, we can delete those, but all the lines in the back have been deleted. The antifreeze tubes are sitting up there. So it looks like that we're gonna have to, it looks like they connected the tubes together. So this is a delete, like if you have a bad, I can't think the name of it, goes inside the car, to give your car heat. But this is how, so if that leaks or anything, this is how you would bypass it. Heater core. So this is, so if your heater core tube breaks or if it cracks or it's bad, you connect these two together, it completely takes away your heat. So that looks like what they did. Looks like they started to delete stuff, because even on the exhaust side, it has the plug that plugs into the whole system. That was already there. So I'm going to take off the clutch so I can get the engine stand in and... So guys, so we got the bolts to the clutch plate off. So we're gonna see if this clutch is even usable again. Oh, we forgot a bolt. Oh, bolt. I really hope that the clutch didn't break when we dropped it. But we're gonna go ahead and check her out to see if she is any good. I might end up putting these bolts back in the bolt hole so I don't lose them. Actually, guys, this clutch plate is actually, it looks fairly new. I'm almost assuming that this clutch is brand new. I don't know what the story is with this motor. A lot of what I'm trying to do was already done with all of this, but I mean, they killed me making a video about it, but I still have quite a few things that I can do and a lot of things that I can delete and show you guys how to do it and kind of, you know, walk you guys through it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these bolts back in. Hope it's not too boring, but this clutch is actually not in bad shape. Looks like it's got everything there with it, so we're gonna check it out and kind of clean it up a little bit and put these bolts back so we don't lose them. I almost know for a fact that I'm going to be replacing the flywheel with a lighter weight flywheel. It'll kind of increase horsepower. It just lowers the weight that the engine is turning. So we're going to go with a lighter flywheel. The clutch, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade the clutch. And then your factory flywheel bolts are a 14 millimeter. So we're going to go ahead and get those. We're going to go ahead and get these out. I'm switching over to a better socket. Sometimes when they're torqued down really hard, and your gun's not quite as powerful as you want it to be, sometimes you gotta whack it with a hammer and get the socket off. These shouldn't be really hard to get off. But the reason why we're gonna go with a lower weight flywheel, these are pretty heavy. I'm not 100% sure, but they're probably in the mid-20s. So if you take these and you lower the weight of these, or not really, you don't do anything with these, but you buy a lighter weight flywheel, it will increase your horsepower. I'm not sure by how much. I may end up looking that up to kind of give you guys a little bit of information, but buying a lower weight flywheel will help you gain a little bit of horsepower. Be careful with these plates so you don't bend them. This thing is going to be a bitch to get off. There it goes. Alright, so let's get this on the engine stand. Thank you guys for watching. That is the video for today. Like I said in the beginning, we have another video coming in a couple of days. And it's going to get it's going to get into a lot of detail of breaking this motor down, some of the stuff that we have found. So like I said before, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Give me a couple of days.